Good afternoon. It's been quite a week. We've had a lot of snow. Well, for us, this late. This is January weather in February, which doesn't make fun. We got about 5.5 inches of snow on top of ice, so that's fun. Spent a Friday plowing out the driveway with the wind blowing on top of that, so that was fun. So I'm in the high tunnel, or high tunnel number 1, non-growing high tunnel. Anyway, I'm starting some more seeds. Okay, what I did here, I have these large trays with mesh, close mesh bottom. I throw some, it is a soil amendment, but pit moss. It's just ground paper. So I throw that on the bottom to keep some moisture in, but yet let the roots grow. And then I just fill it full of soil mix I did with compost, peat moss, worm castings, rock phosphate. Let's take a look. Mycorrhizal fungi, green sand, worm castings. Oh, there's the rock phosphate. So a nice mix. I'm using up my peat moss, and then I will go to coco coir. So anyway, I fill that up, make my own little rows here, and I'm in the process of planting status. So I've got blue, white, apricot, pastel blue, Forever Happy, which is kind of a rose color, yellow, which is meh. It's an okay color, and a mix. I'm just using the seeds I have, so I didn't have to buy any more. I will lightly cover these with vermiculite, but I'm not going to put them in our double high tunnel here. I'm going to, this is my chicken setup. Hi, chickies. Hi, chickies. I've made these, when we cleaned this area out, I had a whole bunch of some shelving, or I had these. We built these using 1/4-inch wire and some old wood pallet things we found at our rental place. So snagged those up. They work really good for shelving. So, and I bent these out of conduit, which I have a hoop bender. And let's see, on a sunny day, it is 81 degrees in there. Holy shnikes. I did some artichokes also, but I will put all the seed starts that I don't need bottom heat on that will do just fine here. The days are going to be sunny, even when it's not sunny in here. My goodness, it's warm. It still reaches 60 degrees. So, mind my mess here. So they'll be fine. When I know they'll get frozen, which that's fine. They'll germinate when they want to germinate, when the weather's right. And it's kind of like a form of winter sowing. So that way, these are done and out of the way. And I've got my box of random stuff. Not all vegetables. I want to kind of get some of my flowers that I'll use for bouquets and for drying. I love the flower wreaths. I love putting on those classes. So, and some herbs. Like I've got bee balm here. And I think this, cup and saucer vine and linaria. The money plant. Oops, I got kale, of course. Chocolate flower, yum. That is the best smelling. And it's a perennial. Get a hold of some of that. And that is from Wild Garden Seed out of Philomath, Oregon. Alyssum. Got a ton of alyssum I can start. I'll put that around my tomatoes. Straw flower. Need to get a head start on that. So, that's the plan for today. Got some cabbage, some bok choy, some kohlrabi to start also. I did start eucalyptus, and what I do on the eucalyptus, I sprinkle it over top of perlite, wet perlite, and just put the saran wrap or whatever kind of plastic, clear plastic you have, and they'll germinate rather quickly. We've got verbascum and some grasses growing there, some echinacea. So those are enjoying life. Ghost honeysuckle that I took, cuttings off of last year. They're starting to bud up a bit. Let's see. Here I've got chives, cilantro, and garlic chives. So those will germinate when they want to. Oh, shoot. And another round of lettuce. Look at that. And honeysuckle cuttings that I'm just warming their roots up so I can transplant. So we're moving along here. All right, next up is going to be straw flower. I've got salmon pink, silvery rose, raspberry rose, monstrosum tall mix, sultane mix, I don't know, we'll see. Got some more silvery rose. And what's this one? My labels come off. We shall wait and see mix. So I know I do have white, but I have to run and get that because I don't think I put it in here. So we'll just start with that. Okay, on these, they're so 6 to 8 weeks before last frost, but I'm going to put some in the high tunnel. They'll be fine. But you don't cover seeds because the light aids in germination. So here I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sections. So I'm just going to sprinkle it along and then put a covering over the top, just a light dusting covering over the top, but I'll water them in first. So silvery rose, I'm just sprinkling them over the top of the soil. Doesn't matter how many you get on there because when they grow and they get bigger, then I will separate them and put them in trays, or there's enough soil in here to grow them on for a little bit, and maybe I can direct plant them into the high tunnel. So I'm not being too particular about how I get the seeds in there. I used to do that and it just made too much hard work, and when it's just me doing this, I really need to streamline how I'm doing things, or else it just gets too much. It's to be too much. So make sure you label. I'm reusing labels. Silvery rose to 9. 1 down. All right, that did not take very long at all. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows of straw flower, and then I went ahead and did 2 rows of the remaining chocolate flower seed. So these guys, knowing we're supposed to get down to like 9 degrees or 5 degrees. So after this little cold snap, we'll be back in the 40s. So it should be, I'm banking on 3 weeks because we are going to go through that cold snap. So yay, it's nice to get these done and out of the way.